Hello, hello everybody. This is Ava. She gets put up a lot, but she's getting better the older she gets. She's a rescue dog and just very, very timid. She don't like new people. She really is a sweet dog. Alright. Anyway, holy hell, that is bright. I've done something. And the funny thing is, I was just talking to someone last night over at my house about I used to have a light hanging down low to the water, and it was way, way too bright. Way, way, way too bright. But it is a 150 watt LED floodlight. And that's I had a 51 there, and that's still working. I still have it on. This 50 watt light, this 50 watt one, not 51 watt, but this 50 watt light has been coming and going, and I noticed it's been coming and going for like a month. It'll kick off, kick on, flicker, and then today it never even come on. So I'm sitting here looking at how it was before. Like, this is way not enough light. I was telling someone before how I had that big one that quit working, and if I didn't tell him, but I bought a 2-pack of them in the spring. Get them on Amazon. I don't remember what I paid for them, but I think you just get one for like $60 or $70. I got like a 2-pack for like 105 or 110, or I don't even remember, in the spring. That's when I switched everything from power heads, or from air to power heads, and I spent like $500 on fish stuff. And this is one of the things I got. And I had 2 others sitting there. Well, here's one of them. It's kind of weird. The only way I really have to hang it on there is from that brace with zip ties. That's why I had the other one. So it's bent on the bracket on there. I even had to go through there. I'm not thrilled about that. But that keeps it, that's like in case it wants to flip upside down, it can't fall in the water. I mean, it ain't going nowhere. It's about, yeah. It's not the best setup, but I didn't want to make it permanent, because even though the last one that's when I had this thing running on air, because I had it hanging down from the brace instead of sitting up on top of the brace. And so it hung down like here. Now it's way easier to get to the filter. You can see the filter. You can see the pond a lot better. It looks a lot nicer without it hanging down, because when you're sitting back, that's only hanging down from the wooden structure, the canopy thing I built for it. There's actually 2x4s, 1x2, and old fencing. I'm not a carpenter, clearly. But, and with the weight being higher up, it made it more unsteady. So I got zip tied, mounted this stand to the wall with this big old drywall screw. So just wanting to lean forward, put the weight higher up. So I did mount it to the wall with one of these like 725-pound zip ties, I think is what they are. But I finished. I actually did more. I spent a whole bunch of time getting duckweed out of this. I'm going to cut back on the Ludwigia, because I have plenty of Ludwigia everywhere. Start trying to grow this Rotala a bit more. especially now that I got this light going right now. And so, even though it's up there, it's not going to fall in the water. That's assured. But I didn't want to make it permanent because the last one I had only lasted like 3 months. And I think that one has lasted about a year. Well, they've lasted about a year. Well, this one lasted about a year. And that one's still going. So even though these things claim to have like 5,000 hours, 10,000 hours, they're cheap crap from China. So, and they're made to be outside. So it's not like, oh, they're too close to water. Yeah, the other one, it got splashed a lot because that was when this was air powered. But now this hasn't been air. This has been water pump powered for a long time now. So this one that crapped out was never exposed to water splash. And it's supposed to be made to be outside anyway. Ooh, there's a cool looking guppy. See if I can find him on the video. There he is. You know, these are just nuts and coals and leftovers from all my guppy and inland projects. There's some beautiful, beautiful fish in here. These are probably my favorite fish that I have. For me, these are the ones I get enjoyment out of as far as fishing goes. It's still back there, still pretty dark. But it's way, way, way brighter, especially like right here. You can see that LED thing is holy heck bright. That new one is different though. Maybe the other ones used to be 3 50-watt LEDs. And it has a whole array type of thing, so it's not just like 3 super bright bulbs. So it'll probably get less hot, I would imagine. It might probably last longer. The light's not as intense, but that's fine, because this is, I may regret this, because there's already a little bit of hair algae going on in here, because the plants out of whack and everything was covered in duckweed, and the woodweed is way overgrown. That'll be on the list to do this weekend. Clear out all that woodweed. Well, not clear it out, but trim it up real small and propagate some of this Rotala more. Just like I said, I've got plenty of woodweed yet. But anyway, and that light, it used to sit like that far from the water, hanging. It was zip tied to the old burned out big light. So it's just sitting there on the edge. So this corner's still a little bit less dark, or a little less light, more dark in this corner. So since Little Boogie does better in that low light, probably keep this Little Boogie and try to do the Rotala over there, because I think the Rotala likes it's more of a medium highlight plant, obviously. And it just barely gets enough light. It was just barely getting enough light in here to survive. I have tanks where this probably wouldn't even grow. So I gotta keep a little better light on it. we'll see how this experiment works, and hopefully this thing lasts a while. Yeah. And it's pretty freaking warm. Yeah, it's uncomfortable to the touch. It's not going to burn you, but you leave your finger on there for 20 seconds, it's going to be alright. That's enough. So it probably won't last long. This whole setup probably ain't. It'll just be temporary. Because like I said last time, the other big light I had only lasted like 3 months. So we'll see. But if you got a light this bright, meant for the aquarium trade, like a high-end island castle or whatever they're called, something this bright. I mean, mind you, I have no idea what high-end lights are, because the last thing I ever want to do is high-tech tank these days. Imagine this area right here. Oh, that freaking Hygrophila aquarium boza right there. I want to trim that up, turn that into like a great big bush. I don't really have any need for any more of that. I had that plant, did that plant, and I'm over that plant, but I still like it. So I keep this one right here in the Guppy pond. I think that's the only one I got left that used to be in all my tanks. But I like Ludwigia a lot better for my simple, slow growing and low light stem plants. Like I just was talking about trying to get the Rotala going. Jeff Valley Fish sent me some. He's one. That's how I got the Ludwigia too. So. Anyway, guys. Thank you all for watching. Bye.